I was the one on this show proclaiming, yeah, John Wall and the boys are waiting. And the reason I was saying that is because of the way Jeff Teague was playing to me. I didn't feel like Jeff Teague was being assertive enough at the point guard position against guys like Jared Jack and Darren Williams. It just made me laugh even saying the names of these guys who I felt like Jeff Teague should have just filled his belly with them. Should have just gotten full off these dudes and rolled into the second round against a real point guard with some confidence. But it didn't happen. But then the ball continued to bounce in the way of the Hawks again. Whereas John Wall, in the first game, two things happened. We thought Bradley Beal was the more injured one in that first game. The way he went down, it was like, oh my God. Because Lisa Salters was asking John Wall about Bradley Beal after the game. She was like, yeah, you went down and kind of hurt your hand, and Bradley was on the ground writhing in pain. And John Wall was like, what? Yeah, we're Warriors. We're going to come back and we're going to do this thing next game. Yeah, next game. Guess what happened? Bradley Beal came out the tunnel, and John Wall had on a suit and a cast. So, again, fortunes kind of moved in the way of the Hawks again. Jeff Teague had to deal with Ramon effing Sessions. And he still didn't eat. He probably ate twice. He ate in the closeout game, and I think in the game before that. Didn't he have like 26 in the game before that?
Because that was when me and you were talking about Hello Jeff Teague. Yeah,
right.
That was the game. Yeah, the game before they closed out.
Yeah, it's just almost like he realized, like, oh, that's not John Wall. That's Ramon Sessions. Let me do work now. And to me, that's going to, well, before I say that, let's move forward, because obviously we saw what happened on Friday night, whereas, Max, did you think the shot was good? The Paul Pierce shot?
Originally, until I saw the replay. Yeah,
did you?
I thought it was.
You know why? You know why you thought it was good? Because you're a Hawks fan, and you just expected that to happen to your team. Like, I walked out the room. Like, as soon as it happened, I left.
It wasn't even that. It was the fact that, okay, I'm sitting here watching, and I'm like, okay, I know because Paul Pierce was standing at the top of the key, right? I was like, okay, they going to try to get this dude the ball. So as soon as the play starts, he's moving around, he gets the ball, and I'm looking, and I'm like, what are they doing? And then he shoots the ball, and I'm like, because this is Paul Pierce, and because, of course, my second favorite NBA team of all time is the Boston Celtics. I know that this is what this man does. He does this for a living.
Yeah, and I left. I knew it wasn't good. I was out. I didn't even see the replay. I left and I came back, and DeMar Carroll was talking about the play with whoever was doing the sideline reporting. But I came back and looked at Twitter, and everybody was like, "Oh no, why did this happen to us?" So I was like, "Oh God!" Just the psyche of a Hawks fan tells you that this has to happen to us. Like, oh, this can only happen to us. In reality,
but you know what I thought about? I thought when he hit the shot, when I even saw him about to release the shot, I'm like, oh damn, he did say. He never lost to the Hawks. He wasn't going to start now.
Well, now,
like all of that.
Now it looks like he's going to retire. So
yeah.
The Hawks have killed Paul Pierce. No, he's still alive. Yeah. I'm lying. He's not dead at all. And I know we're talking about the team, and I wanted to make sure that I make the point that this is a big up to the Hawks, man. This is definitely not me tearing them down. I'm always going to be critical. And tell you guys what I see. But for the most part, I got Paul Millsap showed up and got 20 on Friday as well, which I think is going to be big. And we'll let this one kind of marinate a little bit. I don't know about you, Rob, because the series against the Cavs doesn't start till Wednesday. So you feel me? We'll let it marinate a little bit. We got the Western Conference Finals starting tomorrow, so we got a game that we can preview going into tomorrow. But just kind of talking about the Hawks and talking about especially too what it means to the city. Like I wasn't out at all this weekend. I went to go pick up a freezer, dude. Put in the garage because yeah, dog. Yeah. Tired of having to go get the meat every time. I want to do something. Put it in the freezer and let's rock. When I'm ready, let's go. You know what I mean?
That's a great investment.
Absolutely.
That's a great investment. Yeah.
So that's pretty much my being out for the weekend. But I can just imagine, man. The city has I hope, I should say, has a little bit of a buzz to it, man, and an appreciation for what's happening right now. Win, lose, or draw against the Cavs. Win, lose, or draw. Having an appreciation for what's happening right now, but not having a sense of satisfaction, if you can have both. I know that's a fine line to walk.
Because if nothing else, they go party. ATL go party after them games. After them games here.
That goes without saying. They don't even care.
Hey, Club Red go be on point when the series starts.
Yeah. That goes without saying. This the city that's you're gonna get your party on, and regardless of what happens. But I just hope from the sports fans' point of view that there's an understanding that, and there's a renewed hope that a corner has been turned. Not just for this season, and it's going to be interesting to see if every season going forward is then compared to this season, fairly or unfairly. Because, again, this was a special season. A lot of things happened just right for this team to do what it did at the time that it did it. You know what I mean? And to duplicate that for another 82-game stretch, it's going to be hard because, as you see right now during the playoffs, it's getting a little bit harder for the Hawks to do the things that they've done. Where are my notes? Because Kyle Korver, my God.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Mike, let me tell you something. That dude, when we got through recording Friday night, I'm sitting here and I'm watching Corbin. I know we had talked, maybe a day before about, Korver just rushing the shot. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not getting over. So now he's just, kind of trying to force it. And I'm talking about, dude, he was taking shots. He was taking shots that he just should not have even taken. Just trying to, and I know what he was, he was trying to find in the groove. But it's like every time, he would miss that three-pointer, it would be a long rebound, and Washington would get the ball, and then they were going for two. They weren't even trying to go for three. They were trying to go for two because they were going on their run. So it looked bad, man. He's gonna have to calm down a little bit and just know that the other parts of his game are gonna have to, is what's gonna have to help the Hawks out. If their shot is not available, or if they got a defender on him that's not letting that shot be available.
Well, the other part of his game that it affected as well is what Bradley Beal was able to do in the last two games. Going back to Kyle Korver real quick, he missed all 7 of his three-pointers, as Rob just alluded to you in Game 7. And for the series, like the best three-point shooter percentage-wise in the league this year was 12 for 42. Like, I'm not a mathematician, but that's somewhere close to 20-something%. And this is a dude that was trying to go like 50-50-40 or 50-50-90 this year. I don't think he did it because they would have been like, if there's one thing about this city, if anyone does anything, there's a celebration. So since there wasn't, I can only assume Kyle didn't go 50-50-90 or whatever it was. Yeah, 50 from the field, 50 from three, and 90 from the free throw line. So, but he was close. He was close all year. He was right around the cusp of that mark all year long. And this is the dude who shot 12 for 42 against the Washington Wizards. That's going to have to change. And I talked about it either on Friday or Thursday, that part of that is incumbent upon Jeff Teague, because a lot of times when you see Kyle Korver get his 3-pointers, they're in transition, and Jeff Teague he's the engine. He's the guy who sets the pace. So if Jeff starts walking the ball up and you're asking Kyle to come off all these screens and do all this kind of stuff to get the ball, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for a shooter. On a team that. What was the stat before the playoffs started, Rob? That they got like something like 75% of their shots were wide open, percentage-wise. Yeah, when you're used to shooting open shots, you want to continue that. So again, I'm going to put it on the shoulders of Jeff Teague. So moving forward, as we talk about, the things that are lining up right for Jeff Teague, there's another point guard matchup. This is going to be in the series starting on Wednesday, but he's hobbled. Oh, here's the other thing. Did you see that yesterday? Like, I don't remember who tweeted it, but someone tweeted Kyrie Irving expected to miss the remainder of the playoffs with knee tendonitis. Did you see that tweet?
Yeah.
Yeah, immediately. I was like, someone confirm this right now before everyone in Atlanta has a damn heart attack, because that can't happen. And now he practiced today.
I mean,
He actually finished practicing, stayed a little extra today. Kyrie Irving, I mean. So, yeah, we can expect
so
Kyrie
to
play in game one. And again, like the point guard matchup ain't getting no easier. Van Gundy said it. Van Gundy said it on Saturday. He was like, "Ain't no nights off for point guards in the NBA. Period. Like every day, you gonna stare across the court at someone who is as good or better than you at the position that you play, and it's going to be incumbent upon you to raise your level of play. And in this case, I'm talking about one Jeff Teague as we start to show off the Sports Kings Live right here on Spreaker.com. Big Mike Rob Calloway talking about and big up in the Atlanta Hawks for the accomplishment of or for the milestone, I'll say. The milestone of making it to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in Atlanta Hawks history. Of course, they won a championship with the St. Louis Hawks, but since moving here in 1968, they haven't reached this threshold, or as I can't even think of the young lady's name who I tweet with sometimes, but she called it the third round of the playoffs. Like, I don't know if she meant to do that on some like subconscious, I'm just going to call it another round stuff, or she meant to do it. But it was like one of the first times I've ever seen somebody say, the Eastern Conference Finals is the third round of the playoffs. Congratulate to the Hawks for making it to the third round of the playoffs. I was like, all right, I'll go with it. Let's ride.
Yeah, cool.
Paul Millsap.
You know what you mean.
Go ahead. Yeah, Paul Millsap getting healthy as well. You know what I mean? Is a big deal. Al Horford seems to be assuming a lot more of the leadership role now. I think what's happened is everyone was kind of on this we are a team thing for the entire season, for all 82 games, all 60 wins. But the reality came that, look, someone needs to step out. You know what I mean? Someone needs to step out and become that guy. And Al's been here the longest. He's seen those lean 8-win years, right? Al was here then, right? When Woody was here? In those 8-win games, that 8-win season?
Woody drafted him.
Right. So Al,
no. He wasn't part of that. Hold on, the 8-win season.
Was he the next year with 13 wins? Because the next year was like 13, right? Was he here that year?
I think he came in the year we got 13 wins.
Yeah. So,
and then the next year we made it to the playoffs with like 30 something, like 30 wins or something like that.
Horrible.
And made it to the playoffs.
That sounds so
And
ridiculous.
that's when they got Joe. And that's when they got Joe with that third year. So
Okay.
Al might have been here that second
How
year.
long has Al been in the league?
Al?
Yeah, like
Since,
8 years?
2006, 2007.
All right. So yeah, Al's been here longer than anyone else. He's seen, the empty stadiums and those kind of things, and I could really see as the playoffs continued on and game by game, he began to get a little bit more emotional. Then, like when he hit that game winner in down here, that was here, right, in Atlanta, the tip in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because your man turned around hollering out series.
Right. Al was the 2007 third overall pick in the first round.
07. So
2007.
yeah, we're talking like 8 seasons. Yeah. So yeah, he's been here and seen some things, and I'm glad to see him kind of smelling it a little bit. I think Al realizes more so than maybe some of the other guys how far the program and the city and the team has come, and still yet how much further they have to go. Like this is uncharted territory for all these guys, because I mentioned it before the series started. Thabo Sefolosha, he's your guy. He's your guy who's seen the NBA Finals and played a role in it too. Not just like a guy who's like, I'm here. Nah, he started for that team. If I'm not mistaken, for that Oklahoma City team.
Yeah, he did.
And played well. On-ball defender, spot-up shooter. But the NYPD decided they didn't want him to play no more basketball this year. So they broke his leg with a billet club. There's that. Investigation still pending. But I felt it. I felt today as I was kind of looking through, things to talk about and things to read about, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, the Hawks deserve it. You know what I mean? The Hawks deserve to be congratulated and to be talked about. Not